Are you struggling to make ends meet on your Social Security benefits? Well, I've got incredible news that could change your financial situation dramatically. Stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to break down the massive triple payment boost coming next week that could put up to $21 extra dollars in your pocket. If you're a low-income Social Security beneficiary, you won't want to miss a single second of this video. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on crucial Social Security updates like this one. Picture this: opening your mailbox to find not one, not two, but 3 separate payment increases that could transform your monthly budget. Sounds too good to be true? Well, for millions of Americans receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and Social Security benefits, this dream is about to become reality. Today, we're going to explore exactly who qualifies for these payment boosts, how much money you could receive, and most importantly, what steps you need to take right now to ensure you don't miss out on a single penny. Let's start with the first payment boost of $392. This increase is specifically targeted at SSI recipients who are currently receiving the basic federal benefit rate. But here's what many people don't realize: this isn't just a one-time payment. This boost is actually part of a larger initiative to adjust benefits for rising living costs. Have you noticed how everything from groceries to gas has gotten more expensive lately? Well, the Social Security Administration has been paying attention, and they're finally doing something about it. But what makes this particular increase so special? Unlike previous adjustments, this one takes into account the unique challenges faced by low-income beneficiaries. Think about it: when was the last time you saw such a significant increase in your monthly benefits? For many recipients, this could mean the difference between choosing between medications and meals, and being able to afford both. Now, let's talk about the second payment boost of $769. This is where things get really interesting. This increase is designed to help beneficiaries who receive both SSI and Social Security retirement benefits. You might be wondering, can I really qualify for both? The answer is yes, and many people don't even realize they're eligible for this dual benefit. It's called concurrent benefits, and it's one of the most underutilized features of our Social Security system. Have you ever heard of the term dual eligibility? If not, you're not alone. Millions of Americans are missing out on hundreds of dollars each month simply because they don't know about this provision. But here's the catch: you need to meet specific criteria to qualify. We're going to break down these requirements in detail, because I don't want a single one of you to miss out on money that could be rightfully yours. The third and largest payment boost of $959 is perhaps the most significant of all. This increase is targeted at beneficiaries who have specific disabilities or are over the age of 65 with limited income and resources. But here's something crucial that many people overlook: the definition of limited income might be higher than you think. In fact, you could be making more than you realize and still qualify for this increase. Let's pause for a moment and consider what these combined increases could mean for you or your loved ones. We're talking about a potential total of $2,120 in additional monthly benefits. Just imagine what you could do with that extra money. Could you finally repair that leaky roof? Catch up on medical bills? Or perhaps start building that emergency fund you've been putting off? But here's the million-dollar question: how do you make sure you're not left out of these increases? The process isn't as straightforward as you might think, and that's exactly why I'm creating this video. You see, the Social Security Administration isn't going to automatically enroll everyone who's eligible. You need to be proactive, and in many cases, you'll need to take specific actions to secure these increases. First, let's talk about documentation. What papers do you need to gather? What forms should you fill out? I'm going to walk you through this step by step because I know how overwhelming government paperwork can be. Have you ever tried to navigate the Social Security website? It can feel like trying to solve a puzzle blindfolded. But don't worry, I'm going to make this process crystal clear for you. One of the most common questions I get is, what if I'm already receiving benefits? Well, that's an excellent question, and the answer might surprise you. Even if you're currently receiving Social Security or SSI benefits, you might need to take additional steps to qualify for these new increases. The system isn't always automatic, and assuming it is could cost you thousands of dollars in missed benefits. Let's dig deeper into the timing of these payments. When exactly will they start? How will they be distributed? Will they come as separate payments or be combined with your regular benefits? These are crucial details that could affect your budgeting and financial planning. Have you thought about how you'll manage these additional funds to make the most impact on your financial situation? Here's something that might surprise you: these increases aren't just about the money. They're part of a larger initiative to address poverty among elderly and disabled Americans. Did you know that millions of seniors are living below the poverty line, despite having worked and paid into the Social Security system for decades? These payment boosts are designed to help address this crisis, but they can only help if people know about them and take action to claim what they're entitled to. Now, let's talk about some common misconceptions that might be holding you back from claiming these increases. Have you ever thought, "I make too much money to qualify"? Or maybe you've heard that receiving these benefits will affect other assistance programs you're enrolled in? Let's clear up these myths once and for all, because misinformation is one of the biggest obstacles preventing people from getting the help they need. One particularly harmful myth is that accepting these increases will somehow reduce other benefits you're receiving. This simply isn't true in most cases. In fact, these increases are specifically designed to work in harmony with other assistance programs. But here's the key: you need to understand how to report this additional income properly to maintain all your benefits. Let's address another crucial aspect: the application process itself. What documents will you need? How long will it take? Where do you go to apply? I'm going to break this down into simple, manageable steps. Because let's face it, the last thing you need is more stress when you're already dealing with financial challenges. Something that often gets overlooked is the appeal process. What happens if your application for these increases is denied? Don't panic, this is more common than you might think, and it's not the end of the road. I'll explain your rights and options for appeal, because sometimes persistence is the key to success when dealing with government benefits. Here's a vital tip that many people miss: keep copies of everything. Every form you fill out, every letter you receive, every piece of documentation you submit, make copies and keep them organized. Why? Because if there's ever a question or dispute about your benefits, having this paper trail could make the difference between receiving your increases promptly or facing lengthy delays. Let's talk about advocacy. Did you know that you have the right to have someone help you with this process? This could be a family member, a friend, or even a professional advocate. Don't be afraid to ask for help. These increases are too important to miss out on because you're trying to handle everything alone. Now, here's something that might surprise you: these increases could affect your taxes. But don't let that scare you away from claiming what you're entitled to receive. I'll explain how these benefits are taxed and what you can do to prepare for any potential tax implications. Have you considered speaking with a tax professional about how to manage these additional funds most effectively? Let's discuss strategy for a moment. How should you approach applying for these increases? Should you apply for all three at once, or tackle them one at a time? The answer depends on your individual situation, and I'll help you figure out the best approach for your circumstances. Here's an important point that often gets overlooked: these increases could affect other members of your household. If you live with family members who also receive benefits, or if you're caring for dependents, you need to understand how these changes might impact your entire household's benefit situation. Let's talk about timing. When exactly should you apply? Is there a deadline? What happens if you miss the initial rollout? These are crucial questions that could affect thousands of dollars in potential benefits. I'll give you specific dates and deadlines to mark on your calendar, because when it comes to government benefits, timing is everything. One aspect that people often forget about is the importance of keeping your information updated with the Social Security Administration. Have you moved recently? Changed bank accounts? Had any changes in your household composition? These details matter when it comes to receiving your benefits promptly and accurately. Now, let's discuss what to do after you start receiving these increases. How should you manage this additional income? What are some smart ways to use these funds to improve your financial situation long term? I'll share some practical tips and strategies for making the most of these payment boosts. Here's something crucial to remember: these increases are just one part of the benefits you might be eligible for. Have you explored all the other assistance programs available to low-income seniors and disabled individuals? I'll point you towards some additional resources that could help you maximize your benefits even further. Let's talk about protection both for yourself and your benefits. Unfortunately, whenever there are new benefit increases, scammers try to take advantage of vulnerable individuals. I'll share some red flags to watch out for and tips to protect yourself from fraud while you're applying for and receiving these increases. Now, Here's a question I get asked a lot: what happens if your situation changes after you start receiving these increases? Maybe your income changes, or you move to a different state, or your household composition changes. Understanding how to report these changes and what they might mean for your benefits is crucial for maintaining your eligibility. Let's discuss the future of these benefits. Are these increases permanent? Will they be adjusted for inflation? What other changes might be coming to Social Security and SSI benefits? While I can't predict the future, I can help you understand the current trends and what they might mean for your long-term financial planning. One final point that's absolutely crucial: don't wait to take action on this information. These payment boosts are too important to put off until tomorrow. The sooner you start the application process, the sooner you could begin receiving these increased benefits. Remember, every day you wait is potentially money left on the table. Before we wrap up, let me remind you of the key points we've covered about these three payment boosts: $392, $769, and $959. These increases could significantly impact your financial situation, but only if you take action to claim them. Don't let confusion, misconceptions, or bureaucracy stand between you and the benefits you deserve. Remember, if you found this information helpful, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I'm committed to bringing you the latest updates and information about Social Security benefits, and I don't want you to miss any future videos that could help improve your financial situation. Also, share this video with anyone you know who might benefit from this information, whether it's family members, friends, or neighbors who receive Social Security or SSI benefits. Thank you for watching, and remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your benefits. Take action today, and don't leave any money on the table that could help make your life more comfortable. Stay tuned for more updates, and I'll see you in the next video.